Erotic Sex Stories, the best adult collection of hard and dirty pleasure. First time, naughty love, forbidden orgasms, lesbian, taboo, hot temptations, and much more. Written by Anna Parker. Narrated by Dezaray, Azura, and Anna Cook.
Hot and Wild Taboo Sex Stories, Adult, Explicit Collection, Threesomes, Gangbangs, First Time, Orgasmic, BDSM, Savage, Risky Public Sex, and much more. Written by Anna Parker, narrated by Dezaray Azura. Busty Brunette. Chapter 1. I felt like such a pervert, scurrying from room to room, peeking out of the blinds. Hell, I am a pervert, for spying on a bunch of women old enough to be my mom. With my parents gone this Saturday morning, and several of my neighborhood MILFs out in their respective yards, it was the perfect opportunity to check them out. It's kind of funny that I've grown up in the same neighborhood as these women, and it wasn't until I turned 18 that I started to notice that there are some attractive mature women right outside my window. But the binoculars that I was using to peek under the blinds made them even closer. Normally, I wouldn't be anywhere near awake at 7 a.m., but when I heard Jackie out next door taking her dog out, I had to look out. I was rewarded with the sight of the tall, busty brunette mother of 3, just beyond the property line in back, wearing only her sleepwear. She had on short, tight gray cotton shorts topping her long bare legs, and a white t-shirt. Once she stated moving around with her leash dog, the bobbling breasts announced that she wasn't wearing a bra. Holy shit! I thought she looked busty in a bra, but out of one, she looked just as stacked. I detected perhaps just a bit of a slope to her tits. I wouldn't even call it a sag, but hell, she was so tall, and her tits were so big that it was to be expected on a mature woman, I guess. I could spot the bumps where her nipples protruded nearly straight out. I wonder how Elizabeth would feel if she knew I was up here, peeking at her through the blinds with my hard cock in my hand, watching the way her bareless tits swayed. She'd probably think I was a sick pervert, too. I quickly grabbed my digital camera and zoomed it in as far as it would go. I fumbled with a test shot in the hallway to make sure that the flash was definitely turned off, and then returned to my room and managed to click a couple of quick shots of Jackie. Once Elizabeth went back inside, I fell back to sleep. I was woken up at 10 a.m. by the sound of a lawnmower. I looked outside, and Jasmine, the mom on the other side of my house, was pushing her mower. In a skirt? How odd, but how sexy. I've seen Jasmine in slacks and shorts, but she seemed to prefer skirts most of the time, even when lounging around her own home and yard. So, the skirt looked sexy as she walked through the yard behind the mower, her shoulder-length blonde hair hanging down, her bare tanned legs looking hot, her top showing just a bit of cleavage of her medium-sized tits as she leaned forward. I couldn't tell what kind of top she had on. It almost looked like a bathing suit. Damn. Jasmine dropped the skirt and paraded around in her bathing suit for me. I'll never forget the evening that I was out in my backyard, and I saw the lights on in Jasmine's bathroom. She was showering, and through the translucent glass, I could detect the flesh-colored outline of her naked body as she washed her blonde hair and soaped herself. Damn, if only that glass had been clear. Jasmine was the friendliest of the local women with me, sometimes carrying on long conversations when I'd be out in the yard. Actually, she did all the talking, as I didn't know what to say to any of these women, but
Sample complete. Ready to continue?